Hi, Aslo Recaps here. Today I'm going to explain superhero film called Spider-Man: No Way Home. Before we get started, I challenge you. You have to click on subscribe and activate notification in less than 5 seconds. You got it? Alright, click the like button too and let's get started. After Quentin Beck accuses Peter Parker of killing him and exposes that Parker is Spider-Man, the Directorate of Damage Control questions Parker, his girlfriend Michelle MJ Jones-Watson, best friend Ned Leeds, and Aunt May. Parker's accusations are dropped thanks to attorney Matt Murdock, but the gang must deal with bad press. Following the denial of Parker, MJ, and Ned's MIT applications, Parker visits the New York Sanctum to seek assistance from Stephen Strange. After Parker constantly asks for changes to let his loved ones preserve their memories, Strange begins creating a spell that would make everyone forget Parker is Spider-Man, but it corrupts and Strange must contain the magic to halt it. Parker is ambushed by Otto Octavius while attempting to persuade an MIT official to re-evaluate MJ and Ned's applications, as suggested by Strange. When Octavius steals the nanotechnology from Parker's iron spider suit, it links with his mechanical tentacles and gives Parker control over them. Strange teleports Parker back to the Sanctum and confines Octavius in a cell next to Kurt Connors as Norman Osborn arrives and begins to attack. Strange reveals that individuals who are familiar with Spider Identity Mans were called forth by the tainted spell from other multiverse realms. Max Dillon and Flint Marko are located and retrieved from a military research center after he gives the order to Parker, MJ, and Ned to find and capture them. With the help of his split Green Goblin personality, Osborn regains control over himself and destroys the Goblin mask. He goes to an FEAST headquarters, where May consoles him before Parker comes to get him. Osborn, Octavius, and Dillon become aware that they were expelled from their realities just before dying. As they talk about their confrontations with Spider-Man, Parker contends that the villains should first be cured of the madness that would cause their deaths in order to perhaps change their fortunes upon their return. Strange is getting ready to reverse the confined spell and send the villains back to their own universes. When Strange declines, Parker steals the spell, imprisons Strange in the mirror dimension, and then leads May and the villains to Happy Hogan's apartment where he uses Stark Industries technology to heal Octavius. Parker's spider sense goes off before he can heal anyone else. When Osborn persuades the uncured bad guys to turn on Parker, he knows that the Goblin persona has reclaimed control of Osborn. The Goblin injures May fatally as Dillon, Marko, and Connors flee. May says to Parker, "With great power comes enormous responsibility," just before she passes away. With Strange's sling ring, Ned learns he can build portals, which he and MJ use to try to find Parker. Instead, they discover Peter 2 and Peter 3, other copies of Parker who were also summoned by Strange's magic and came from the realities of the villains. The team discovers Peter 1, Parker from this reality, who is prepared to surrender up and send the bad guys home to perish. The three Parkers work on developing treatments for the bad guys as the alternate Parkers tell tales of losing loved ones and inspire Peter 1 to fight in May's honor. They entice Connors, Marko, and Dillon to the Statue of Liberty. Octavius arrives to assist in the treatment of Dillon, Peter 1 and Peter 2 cure Connors and Marko, and Ned rescues Strange from the mirror dimension. Many others who are aware of Parker's identity are drawn in as the Goblin emerges and unleashes the spell, which destroys the barriers between realities. Peter 1, furious, tries to kill the Goblin as Strange tries to fend them off. When Peter 2 tries to stop the Goblin, he is stabbed. Peter 3 assists Peter 1 in administering the Goblin's cure, regaining Osborn's sanity. Peter 1 believes that the only way to safeguard the multiverse is to make Peter Parker completely unrememberable, and he asks Strange to carry out this request while assuring MJ and Ned that he will locate them once more. Eddie Brock accidentally leaves behind a bit of the Venom symbiote as Strange begrudgingly casts the spell, sending everyone back to their own realities. Parker tries to reintroduce himself to MJ 2 weeks later when he arrives, but he declines. While grieving at May's burial, he speaks with Hogan and is motivated to continue, creating a new suit. And that was how the movie ended.